I am a member of a website called Nerd Fitness, and every once in a while they'll come out with an email with inspiration on things. The idea was to, on day one, you do one of whatever movement you're going to do. So for me, on April 1st, it was one pull-up. And then all the way through to April 30th, I had to do 30. I broke it up however I needed, so I didn't put the constraint on to like do 30 in a row. So week one was really hard. It was, by day 5, I was doing 5 sets of 1 because I couldn't do more than 1. But on day 30, I did 3 sets of 10. So it was kind of crazy how in a month my body adapted so well to what I was doing that I increased my maximum output 10 times per set, On probably day 8, where I didn't want to take 8 breaks to go out to the garage and do 1 pull-up. So I tried for 2, and on my first set got 3. And I'm doing strict dead hang pull-ups, no kipping or any extra movements. So it took a lot of energy out of me to do it, But that first day I was able to do 3 and then like 2 and then 1, 1, 1. And as that week went on, that 2 turned into a 3. And then the first 3 turned into a 4. And so by the 3rd week, it was like, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 4, 4, 2, 2. And it just that first set kept getting bigger and bigger. And basically by the time I got to like day 25, I was doing 10 and then like 8, 7. So I had really come a long way in a relatively short amount of time. Though I will say, on day 1, day 30 feels like a long way away, which I'm sure you know. Your timing of day 1, or your mindset of day 1, you can't look at day 30 because it's too much. Like day 30 was too much. Day 2 is where I had to look, And on day 15, I had to look at day 16. I couldn't look at day 20 because 20 was still too much on day 16 or 15, So I think if I were to look ahead too much, I would get in my own head and I'd realize I have to stop. And one of the things that we learned is very helpful when you have somebody who's in distress, or if you have somebody that feels like their goals are beyond their reach, is a concept called shrinking your world, where you have to just get it to where you feel like you have a little bit of control, and that might be taking 10 steps today or doing 1 push-up today. For some people it's just getting out of bed today, and everybody is dealing with different things. One thing I love about Nerd Fitness, so they basically treat fitness as a game within the game of life. And they say that some people play the game of life on easy, and some of us are playing it on God mode, and the hardest mode possible. And you have to know what mode your game is on, because like we were comparing heart rates a little while ago, and his was showing as easy, and I'm at my basically line of discomfort. So we're playing the game of running on 2 different levels right now. Doesn't mean I can't get to the level he's at, or he can't like degrade to the level that I'm at, but it's just a reality of where we're at right now. So when I was doing the pull-up challenge, that was kind of my mindset, was stay on today, and if you're gonna look ahead, just look at tomorrow. Don't look any further than that. And then every morning I was keeping a journal. So every morning I would write down like a little checkbox and the number of pull-ups for that day. And I would I didn't I didn't keep track of sets. I didn't keep track of anything else, just that total number. Because for me, that was the most important thing, was get 8 today, get in 9 tomorrow, not, you have to get a 5 and a 4 tomorrow. I think if I had given myself that, I wouldn't have made it. That would have been too much structure for what I was doing. Just by kind of following this just one more tomorrow mindset, I did a lot more than I would have expected myself to do. Like this, to me, what I did was a very small thing that I did for myself, and I only talked with you about it because we talk fitness sometimes at work. But to know that, you, who I look up to for fitness advice, took something that I did and decided to run with it, pun intended. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It feels awesome.